Oh, OBS just now reconnected. Okay. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, we're back.
All right.
Professionals, everybody. We know exactly what we're doing.
All right. Again, like I said, you guys usually don't see me in this kind of format. You usually don't see my face. We got Tafari over there, who you guys usually see. This guy back here, he's been on playing some games with us.
Mainly the racing games.
Mainly like the racing games, but he's going to start going under Knight Rider, so we're going to go with that for the streams. From now on, he can change it on his Twitch in like 30 days, so we're going to go with that. Anyway, we're going to talk about some wrestling stuff, kind of how we perceived Raw last night. First off, I'm going to throw this out there. CM Punk started the show, which we all know.
Yeah.
And basically called Seth out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, made
it
was beautiful because he said exactly what all of us, at least the group here, the three of us, have always said with his Elton John clothes.
Y'all are the only two that have a problem with his funky ass clothes. I say all the more power to him. He wants to come out there wearing the weird ass. Go for it. All I'm gonna say is if I was Seth Rollins and I had the money to go out there wearing these random stupid ass, I don't even know what the fuck to call them. Like I don't know what half the shit is he wears, but all the more power to him.
I'm pretty sure he wears Becky's clothes.
Goes into her closet.
All the more power to him, man. But
not anyway. Even the good side of the closet. It's the closet that she's had buried for like 20 years.
Right.
It's not even the good one. If he came out there in a nice dress, I might not have a problem with it. It's the ones that are like up to here, spiked, and then I'm like, the hell is that? But anyway, yeah, called him out. They do have a match coming up. I think it's
Raw
Netflix
on
premiere,
January 6th.
January 6th. So they did have that, and then they had the whole cutscene of Judgment Day, which
Judgment. You know what? That's at the end, so I don't want to spoil
it. We're
but...
going to go down the list. We're going to talk about the rumors and stuff. We'll get to that point. Yeah. But yeah, we are going to get to that point. But yeah, the whole Judgment Day segment. There's some tension there, and I don't know if it's with Finn and the group.
With him trying to be the leader without being the leader. You know, when everybody listens to Finn, we win type shit. Like, bro, no. You haven't won a single thing in like 100. You guys won the titles 178 days ago.
Yeah, is that what it was? 100 and something days ago.
And you've had 3 title defenses in that time.
3.
And I know this is a bit going ahead, but man, Wade Barrett, I'm so tired of that man. He I swear to God, he must have a lot of practice on his knees because he was gobbling Judgment Day. All night, bro. He's like, he was going on about how the good champions or like long title defenses are built on defending your titles as little as possible. It's like, bro, shut the hell up. Yeah, that might technically be accurate. However, do you want to go down as the longest reigning champion? Because you're also going to be a bitch of a champion, but that's besides the point.
On that note, this is something that maybe we can look up, but how many title defenses did Roman Reigns actually have in the 3 years?
I'm willing to bet quite a few.
Not as many as I think you would think. Hold on.
You know what?
You know what? I'll look it up real quick. Give me a second.
Well, I got it right here. How many title... I mean, this is completely off subject, but how many...
Well, it is, but it's not.
How many title defenses did Roman have...
As champion.
Yeah, no, we don't care about the days. That's a long-ass time. That's not what we asked.
31 times.
31 title defenses in 1,316 days. Let's do some quick maths right here. 1,316 divided by, what did it say, 31?
31.
31. Every 42 days. So, that's not that terrible. Like, every month and a quarter. But still.
Is that really the kind of champion you want to be?
No.
Go ahead and throw the stream back up so we can see the chat.
Yeah.
Granted, we ain't got nobody in there, but...
Well, yeah. Point being. Yeah, Roman Reigns is a whole nother ordeal, but we'll get to that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's not forget that Drew McIntyre tried to team up with Seth Rollins after their whole.
Oh,
tiff.
I have that one listed too as. And later on the show, which I kind of noticed, but I didn't write it down. And when I was watching some stuff on it, when Seth was doing his interview and the fight broke out between Drew and...
Drew tried to attack Seth. I didn't actually notice that until the announcer said it.
Yeah. And I don't know if he tried... And there's a lot of talk that did he try to attack him? Or was he going to confront him about joining...
It's Drew. He was 100% going to attack him. Let's just get that out there. It's Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he's been doing since he's gotten back. Seth is literally the only one that he's talked to since he got back. Seth told him to piss off, and he was going to go kick his ass backstage. Yeah. That's my humble ass opinion anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, okay, bye now.
I'll be right back. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. The other thing I kind of wanted to bring up here, let's see. Yeah, I said Seth and Drew talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to talk about Saturday night. Because they did kind of throw that up, like, right at that moment.
With Kevin and Cody?
With Kevin and Randy, or blah. Well, Randy's, that's a rumor story, so yeah. I'll get to that in a second. But, they did have the Seth.
Yeah.
Or not Seth, but the Cody Rhodes. That's who I'm trying to think.
Names are hard.
Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing, a lot of people are saying it's storylined.
What?
The attack.
Oh, back...
Yeah.
You mean after the thing?
After Saturday Night's Main Event.
Well,
which you all have looked... Which I'm hoping you all kind of seen it on there. KO attacked Cody after Saturday Night Main Event went off the air. Mm-hmm. It's been all over the internet. Everybody's been talking about it. So I figured this is the opportune time to go ahead and bring it up. Mm-hmm. There has been some talk that Triple H might be doing one more match, and... WWE is completely shooting that down.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I understand why. I mean, if it's gonna be one last match,
they're completely shooting it down. Like, no, this was simply to give Kevin Owens more heel heat.
Yeah, because he's rumored to be leaving.
Yeah,
soon.
Rumor.
So we'll see how that goes. And you know what? I'm gonna maybe get some heat for this. I'm not going to say what's the word? I agree with what Kevin Owens did after the fight, but I understand it. He should have been champion. I'm sorry.
Okay, on that note, I'm going to disagree with you, but there's going to be a lot of controversy around it, and I was looking at some of like the videos and stuff. Some of the controversy is exactly what I said when they replayed it.
When he wasn't in the ring?
The ref was not in the ring, which means there's a lot of speculation. Does that count? Yeah. Because we never see anything like it. Mm-hmm. Could they make him fight Kevin Owens again for the title and there be a guest referee?
I would hope so.
And here's the thing.
Actually...
Here's me throwing... This is me a rumor, okay? I'm saying this.
Triple H
be the guest referee. Because if nobody else can referee it the right way, he's going to do it himself.
Mm-hmm. But obviously, whenever there's a guest referee, there's gonna be tension and bullshittery and just all kinds of nonsense.
That is. But if they're going to take it to an angle, I think that would be the most likely angle.
Yeah,
to go
that
down.
makes sense. Rather than, especially if WWE is shutting down Triple H having an actual match.
Oh, and here is our brat dog, Cecil.
No, he a little
Our
brat.
little chihuahua. He gets the cute factor award for today.
Yeah, he real good at being a fucking brat. Oh, who's a good boy? Yeah, uses.
He gets the cute factor award every day.
Oh, yeah.
He's a everybody's dog in the house.
Yeah.
He's usually in my room at night. Yeah, but he jumps around back and forth between everybody during the day.
Yeah.
He's got to come check on everybody.
Yeah. But back to wrestling. After the whole Seth thing, we had the match between Breaker and Kaizen, which was a pretty
Let Ludwig Kaiser, Mr. Kaiser roll.
Gunther's lapdog, as Breaker called him. That was honestly a pretty good fight.
It was. And again, a big thing. If you have to call yourself a badass, are you really a badass?
And the thing is, he is. But the fact that he calls himself one just knocks him down like several pegs down the cool ladder, in my humble ass opinion.
Right.
Because like I said, he is a great wrestler. He's a fantastic fucking wrestler.
And his lineage on who he's related to, I know you don't know. Knight Rider over here remembers, I'm sure. You had Scott and Rick Steiner, who Scott is his uncle and Rick is his dad. They were gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They were one of the classic tag teams of like the 80s, 90s era of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So the lineage is there. Like, he has potential to be great. And I have no questions about how or who he will be.
Yeah. But he's just going out there conducting himself like an asshat, as they tend to do. Same thing with Gunther. But yeah, Kaiser, even after Braun Breaker got his arm all messed up, Kaiser still managed to sell and got his ass whooped by a one-armed man. You know what? You said it last night. It would have been so great if at the end of the match, Gunther came out there, looked at Kaiser, shook his head, and walked away. They obviously didn't do that. But
like I said, sometimes, and I'm sure that if you're watching this, maybe you can let us know. I would love to. What's the word I'm looking for? I would love to be on the team that writes for them, because sometimes, and we'll get into it in a little bit, but sometimes I question their writing. I love the writing. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes I think they miss so many potential, like, just moments.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like with Tiffany at Crown Jewel. Oh, it would have been
ahead.
so beautiful.
I'll let you have your moment.
Alright, so I'm not a Tiffany Stratton fan. Don't get me wrong. However,
I'm getting there.
But it's not even being a fan of her because she's good or anything like that. It's just being a fan of her because she's getting bullied, essentially. It's more of the pity fan, if anything else. But it would have been so unbelievably beautiful to have seen her cash in at Crown Jewel during Nia and Liv's match. And not only take Nia's title, maybe she could have taken both. Because I don't know how that would have technically worked, but that would have been a whole...
That would have been another can of worms.
But words are hard. Anyway, it would have been so beautiful to see her take Nia's title and become Crown Jewel champion. They obviously didn't do that. Liv won because Liv's a little meh. But, point being, it would have been glorious. They didn't do it. And I'm so hoping that they build up to something. Because they've been they've just been
Building.
bullying and bullying.
They've been building up to something. And
Yeah.
I just hope it... And don't get me wrong, it was great. It was great to see Otis finally snap on Chad Gable. But I want something way more epic.
Yeah, like, Otis has literally been resigned to a side character. Like, he doesn't do anything.
And that's the whole nother thing, too, with Chad Gable getting ready to face Tozawa next week, or is it the 6th? I think it's
remember.
Next week.
Yeah, probably. That doesn't seem like a match they would have on the 6th. The 6th is like a big
Which
deal.
the 6th, if all the rumors are true, which I'll get into a little bit of rumors here in a few. But aside from the rumors, the 6th, January 6th on Netflix is planning to look like. Basically, I think they're going to do it as like a, for lack of a better thing to say, a PLE.
Yeah, like almost a pay-per-view of its own type thing. Yeah. Since
Because
they're
they're
not
having
gonna
a lot of name drops that are essentially going to be there. They're talking. Of course, we get the return of, and pardon me if you're watching this and you're a fan, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I hate John Cena. And I don't hate him as a person. I do not hate him as a person. Everything I've seen, the guy is a great guy. You know, he helps the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and, you know, he's always out helping the community when they're going to, like, the army camps and helping the children, and he's a great guy. But as a wrestler, Cecil could probably have more moves, and that's my opinion. Okay, and I might get heat for that because I know John Cena's Superman, and I hate it. I hate it.
You remember in the
I
WWE...
would wish they would go back to the John Cena Thugonomics, because that was when John Cena was like in his full glower, and yes, it was heel John Cena, but I don't need him as a heel. I just want that era back. Where he didn't care. He was going to go out there. He was going to talk smack. He was going to get some heat. He was going to take some heat. He was going to, you know, he was spot on and just golden.
You remember, I don't know if you've seen it, but in the Scooby-Doo WWE crossover movie, they had
been a long time.
They had the gang running down this hill with a giant boulder chasing them, and John Cena jumps down and stops the boulder and pushes it off to the side.
Why doesn't that surprise me? Like, if they did a WWE DC crossover, John Cena would be fighting Superman, okay?
Yeah.
And probably kicking his ass.
Yeah.
That's how I see John Cena.
Probably.
And it's not even in a good way.
Yeah.
That is not... I'm not, like, approving that.
You're probably right, honestly. Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be mean or funny, but I'm serious. And it's horrifying to me. Because we got... John Cena! And I might get copyrighted for that, but I'm really not trying. So hopefully, like, Tony...
You're not that good. Sorry, bud.
But anyway, the point is, I like John Cena as a human, but as a wrestler,
He's not. Yeah. I was never a huge fan of him, so I'm not gonna say either way. But
Then we had the Liv and Dom coming out there.
and then Mommy interrupted them.
I love it. What'd she call him? A chicken tender slut.
Yep.
Was the word she used. Liv's chicken tender slut. And it was beautiful.
It was gorgeous. I love it so much. I cannot wait for them to finally have that match, and I swear to God, if they don't ban her two little as Liv said, her two little chicken tender sluts from ringside, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed
As Rhea
off.
said, you mean?
Yeah, names are hard. Leave me alone.
But
we also had the the triple threat match, which I forgot to write anything about.
Where there was
the women's title match.
Well, it's for the
Intercontinental,
and
yeah.
I did write it down. Whatever.
I just forgot to. I'm bad.
It was well. Coming up, we have Dakota Kai and Zoe Starks competing. I think it'll be next week, and then I think their match is on the 6th for whoever wins that, and then Lyra Valkyria has a match on, or not. She don't have a match. She'll be in the match the following week, I guess.
Yeah.
The one right before Raw goes to 6.
We had I remember that the triple threat was it was Liv's little butt buddy Zoe Sky.
It was Candace Carter. It was, hold on, I wrote it down. Candace Carter. Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And Zoe Starks. So Zoe Starks won, which I was fine with that. Like I said, I like Zoe Starks. She is a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah, but
heel or face, she's still one of my favorites.
And then after the match, they went and assaulted a member of Damage Control. Once again, I'm bad at names.
Was it Kyrie?
Sky.
Was it?
No, it wasn't EO. I'm pretty sure it was the one you just said.
Kyrie
Sane, yeah. They slammed her hand in a, like a trunk or something. Because, of course, that's how you go out and celebrate a title, not even a title win, but, like, getting closer to a title.
Or was it Dakota? Because Dakota's who she's facing.
I think it was Dakota.
That would make sense then.
I think it might have been Dakota. I don't know. I remember it, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah.
We're
great with names, if you couldn't tell. Those are totally our strong suit. Boy, yeah, that was,
I'll look it up later. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, and we did mention it, we just didn't say it outright. Mommy's the #1 contender.
Oh, yes, we didn't mention that.
And
Mommy's the #1 contender now for Liv's title, which, again, like I said, like you said, like Knight Rider back there agrees with. I know they need to be banned from ringside. Because all of Judgment Day.
It actually did mean something this time. Usually it doesn't mean jack shit, but it did this time.
100% meant something. I don't know what it meant. I mean, we'll get into.
That's a little bit.
We'll get into that because I do want to kind of run down a little bit. Then we had the. Yeah, they talked about the John Cena farewell tour. And then next week we got Miz versus Dexter Lumis.
Oh, right. That's going to be beautiful.
Because,
You're a crazy cat.
Cross basically said you made a deal with the devil type thing.
Miz is such an idiot. He ruins his, I'm not going to say perfect, barely functioning tag team with R-Truth.
I love Truth, though.
He's beautiful. I would pay, I'm broke as shit, but I would pay so much money to team with R-Truth. That'd be amazing. You know who I think
Oh, God. Guys, I get this all the time, so you're in for a treat.
You know who would be a beautiful tag team partner for R-Truth? Braun Strowman.
I think they have tamed. Like, it's only been like 1 or 2 off.
Did they? If they did, I have to watch it. Hang on.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Did R-Truth and Braun, like, if I can spell, Strowman team? Yeah. When? July 7th, 2024, May 20... It's been this year?
Tafari found something he's got to go back and watch the match for. Because obviously...
R-Truth has been calling Braun Strowman Andre the Giant. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that. I remember the match, but yeah. Beautiful. They would... I'm telling you. I mean, Braun Strowman won the tag...
That's right. It was when Miz and him were wrestling. And they had the 3 versus 3.
Oh, that's right.
And Miz comes out there. I remember it now. Miz comes out there and he's like, Truth, who'd you find? I got us a partner.
Andre the Giant.
Don't worry about it. He's like, Truth, please tell me it's not Little Jimmy. It's not Little Jimmy. Where was that John Cena?
No, they did have that at some point, but I'm pretty sure because he came out and he said Andre the Giant, and then it was Braun Strowman. He's an idiot.
It was John Cena that time that I was thinking because he came out and goes, "You can't see him," and he's like, "It's Jimmy, isn't it?" And he's like, "No, it's not Little Jimmy." And then John Cena's music hit.
Yeah, and then he comes out and he hits the 5-knuckle shuffle, and then they go off into the sunset.
But it was like that moment of like, no, you can't see him. Like, oh
beautiful.
Truth, and like I said, Truth is beautiful. He's great. I absolutely love Truth's character, and from everything I've seen, he goes off script so many times, and they just kind of keep rolling.
Yep.
And they say if you pay attention, you'll notice every once in a while, like Miz will,
because he has to stop himself from laughing because he's like, "The fuck did you just what?"
He'll put his. You'll notice that some superstars will be like, and they'll just sit there and kind of like, "Okay, Truth." And you can see the smile that comes across like their cheeks. You might not be able to see the face, but you can tell they're like, "Oh God, this idiot."
That's beautiful. I'm telling you, Strowman already won the tag team titles on his own. Okay, technically not on his own, with like some 10-year-old out in the audience who was a referee's kid or whatever. But he beat Sheamus and Cesaro 2v1 and won the tag team titles. He never even lost them. He had to give it up because he couldn't find a partner to team with. I'm telling you, R-Truth and Braun Strowman, nobody could stop them. Not the Judgment Day, not the War Raiders, not frickin' I don't know that many tag teams. The Usos would get their asses handed to them. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. It'd be glorious.
And then, of course, there was a lot of just filler content.
Yeah.
But then, of course, you had the War Raiders Judgment Day.
That one was great.
Okay, guys, y'all don't understand. I don't normally scream at wrestling. I don't. But last night, oh my God, it was glorious. If you don't know already, the War Raiders won. They won on their own. Because here's the thing. Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Jay McDonut, whatever the hell his name is. Jay McDonut, that's his name.
Nat McDonut.
Whatever the hell.
Because somebody in one of the pay-per-views called him a little Nat, and that's kind of how he is. And then...
Anyway, Nat McDonut, as we're going to refer to him as, they're little bitches, as you all know. So, they couldn't beat the War Raiders legitimately, so they had to go and cheat. They were going to grab some steel chairs. Donut goes to grab the first one, and the referee is like, "What? You're stupid. What are you doing? I can see you right here." And then Finn Balor's little snake ass goes over towards the timekeeper's area and tries to grab one out. And he goes out and he's like, "What the hell?" And then he looks back to see Damian Priest, of all people, yank it out of his hand, smack him in the gut with it, and toss him back into the ring. And then the War Raiders win. Mwah. Beautiful.
And again, if you have not watched stuff recently, you do know that, one, Finn has cost Priest 2 title matches.
2. Both against Gunther, who he should have beaten.
And that's a whole nother thing, too. Like, Gunther, we have said this several times, at least in our conversations.
Oh, goodness, you were such a brat.
That Gunther needs to be...
Do you want to take this brat out? Since he's whining and whatnot. Come on. Or just, I don't know.
You gotta get down. If you want to go outside, get down.
Come on, get. I might not. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to be a little butthead. That's what he likes to do. Anyway.
Come on, baby.
Anyway, again, Gunther would be a great face.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying like full-blown face. But because I don't think changing his character.
No, like I said, I don't even think he needs to be like a baby face. Because his whole motto of, I'm out here for me, because I know I'm great and the best and whatever. All the more power to you. Beautiful. Keep that energy. Just don't be a raging dickhead about it. It's really that simple. You don't need to come out here insulting the crowd, insulting your opponents. Like, you can talk smack, whatever. That's different. But you just
That's
don't,
normal.
Yeah, that's how the business goes. You just don't. Just don't be a dickhead about it. It's really that simple. But.
Yeah. And then that was the last one. And then, yeah, they're saying that the Cody. We already got into it a little bit, but the Cody storyline is completely storylined.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. If it was real, Kevin Owens would immediately be fired and arrested.
Well, like it is storylined. We kind of, like I said, we kind of dealt with that earlier.
because didn't you say that Cody's meant to be going away to like
film
a video or like a movie?
Done it yet, but I know he was getting ready to go, or is in like the new Naked Gun movie.
Yeah. So Cody might be out for a while. We don't know who was going to take his title in the meantime.
Well, now they're talking. There might be a match even coming up on Raw, which is one of the rumors
For
the 6th.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So,
if Kevin's getting ready to go, then I don't know who they'd give it to after that. If he is getting ready to go, that might just be rumor. That might be speculation. I don't know. Oh, hi, little buddy. Hi. Hi. You cold?
Yeah, it's cold as heck out there.
Well, I think that was about it.
oh yeah, the New Day.
Oh yeah, the New Day.
That's become a
That's
whole.
another whole.
And here's the
sack of
thing, and
worms.
we might have a little bit of debating here, but what they said to Big E was, granted, might be 100% true. Might be. I mean, I hope it's not. I hope Big E does get to return.
Yeah, I mean that's what he's working. I know he's working hard to come back.
Yeah.
So whether or not he ever will.
That's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
But to call somebody out like that, and I understand, it was probably 99.9% storyline.
Yeah, obvious. Like we said. As I like to say,
And I've said it.
WWE is a soap opera for men. I know
Or women.
Yeah, I'm being facetious. You got the fighting, you got the drama,
You got the romance in there, I guess. You got
you got a little bit of romance, but it's just
been worse.
Yeah.
It's been worse because we've had. Well, let's see. Going back years before, when Lita was there with Edge, they had the whole bed in there, and we're doing the X-rated Raw. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Interesting. Who knows? Maybe they'll start doing that again, and when they get to Netflix. I don't know.
They said they're gonna try to keep it PG-13.
Yeah, but I know that you said that they're gonna be upping the.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to keep it PG-13 from what I've heard, but how long is that gonna last before we wind up getting? And I'm not saying like booby shots.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever do that. I mean, there's a lot of kids in the audience, but
okay, I'm gonna tell you what they have done, and I know you won't remember, but they've done like the old Playboy issues where some of the women were in Playboy, whatever. That was way different. Look it up. I don't remember what all of them are. If you watch this, I know China and like Tori Wilson, and I can't remember the other ones. I know there was probably a couple other ones, but
yeah,
I think some of them posed more than once.
yeah.
but irrelevant. And like I said, I did want to talk about some of the rumors that I was kind of looking up that people were talking about.
Oh, hang on. Was it this Raw that Jade talked to Adam Pearce about Naomi becoming a new partner, or was
I
that
mean, Bianca. That was last.
was that SmackDown? I forget.
That's SmackDown,
Right, never mind.
I think.
Yeah, because they're with Adam Pearce, right? I don't know. It's a bunch of names and people I'm not good with. But yeah, it's Naomi.
Yeah.
And there's her new partner. Yeah, that's what I said. And then you tried to correct me and say Bianca.
Naomi's Bianca's new partner. You said Jade. Bianca and Jade were the tag champs.
Yeah.
Jade is now gone.
Okay, Jade's the one that's
And
gone.
Bianca.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. I told you. Names are hard. Let me alone. Anyway, rumors.
Okay. Penta Zero Menenda. It's Spanish, Mexican, whatever, and I suck at that.
I mean, we can barely speak English, so.
Fair enough. Anyway, there was a tease in there. You had the zero with the line that went through it, which everybody is saying that it's him. So I don't know. Maybe that's right. We'll see. They're pretty sure that it's going to be again on the 6th that he debuts. Because like I said, they're treating it like a pay-per-view from what I can understand.
Yeah, with all the big matches and events and whatnot.
Which leads us to another one. When Adam Pearce was backstage talking about one of the matches coming up, I don't remember which one it was right off the top of my head. If you looked on the truck behind them, which again, people look all the time.
Yeah, we don't pay that close of attention.
Is they had Charlotte Flair and The Rock on the truck. The Rock, my opinion, The Rock's always been on the trucks. Charlotte's probably always been on the trucks. But to have them in the shot when Adam Pearce was doing it, everybody's talking that Charlotte, from everything I've read and understand,
is ready to come back.
She's ready to come back. They're just trying to find a storyline to put her into.
Yeah, I got you.
Which, again, going to that, my opinion of a storyline, now that Nia is pretty well saying she's the top tier athlete, I would love to see. Charlotte has always been such a great heel. She's had her little spurts as faces, but it's never really stuck.
Yeah, see her come in and take Nia down a peg or two.
Yes, I would love to see her take Nia down a peg. I want her to come in as complete face. Like, we're not talking, I want her to, like, stick it out. Like, and maybe I'm wrong, because, you know, the whole Becky situation.
Don't do that. I don't like that.
Everybody.
No, hurt her.
Everybody. No, it don't. It don't hurt them. That's how their moms carry them. But anyway, irrelevant to the story. Like when Becky came back and she was,
Yeah, you was out there playing with the camera.
what's the word I'm looking for? She was big time Bex.
Yeah, came back as a heel.
As a heel.
Yeah, let her go.
You're fine.
She hated it. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely trash. And I love Becky. Because you wanted to cheer for Becky so bad. But yet, screw you. I hate you. Y'all never supported me. We did support you.
We're supporting you right now.
You know, it was just horrible to me. And I couldn't make myself hate Becky Lynch. It was so rough for me. And going back to the Gunther, 100% the same way. I want to cheer for him. He's a great wrestler. He's fantastic at what he does. You want to support him. But yet, he comes out there and he's super disrespectful. And
yeah, he's just a dickhead for no reason.
Yeah, and it's horrible. I mean, I understand. It's great to get that heel heat. I understand that. Fantastic.
But I feel like, especially with what they're doing now, with him like losing his confidence after being pinned by Cody Rhodes, Because, I mean, he's only been pinned twice. The first with Sami Zayn, which he considers a fluke since he went back and he destroyed Sami Zayn. Like, it was barely even a fight. But then he had a legitimate match with Cody Rhodes, and he lost. Straight up. No fluke, no nothing. He got pinned. 1, 2, 3. And, ever since then, you had the... I mean, honestly, you had freaking... Not Drew McIntyre.
Priest?
Yeah, Damian Priest going in there and making him look like a bitch. And I don't use that term lightly. He made him look like a bitch. Repeatedly, week after week. I mean, he went out there, he's like, oh yeah, what you gotta say? And then Gunther just stood there like an idiot. And then, he tries to attack him, and he gets freaking sent through the table, and then he tries to attack him backstage, and he gets shoved into the thing.
I loved that. That scene was, wow, beautiful when he attacked him backstage. It was like, you might be a general in the ring, but on the streets,
I'm a king.
I'm a king. That was like
And
A
it was
writing.
And it was.
It was A+ writing.
It was beautiful, but the thing is, like, they made him look like a bitch, and now he's having this whole confidence issues and whatnot. I feel like because especially after he technically won his championship, like defended it against Damian and Finn Balor. I don't know. They have to do something new. Like, you can't just have him lose all this confidence and then nothing come of it. Like, you can't just have him go back to being...
Well, they've said it quite a few times in there. I know you've heard it. That Gunther has never really not been a champion.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he went from being Intercontinental Champion...
Well, when he started off in NXT UK, he was not crowned champion like instantly, but he went up the ranks, got his championship. Then they disbanded UK NXT, moved the NXT over here, got all the UK stars that they wanted to keep over here. He became almost an instant champion there, earned his shit up the ranks, became a champion, and came to Raw, went up the ranks, got his championship.
Got Intercontinental, lost that, and then became World Champion.
I mean, he's never really not had a title or been moving up to get a title.
Yeah.
That is, when you have some of these other wrestlers who kind of sit as mid-cards, and they're even great superstars. And I know right now...
Like Jimmy, for example. 14 years, never had a single title. Or was it Jay?
It was Jay.
Jay.
Well, Jimmy too, but Jay.
Yeah.
Jay's the one that
won.
Yeah.
Yeah, became Intercontinental. They have to do something different with Gunther. I don't know what they're going to do. I have not the faintest idea.
I do have a rumor on that, and I think that it's not even him turning face, which I don't know if I agree with. When he was doing the Raw logo on YouTube, when they were showing the new Raw logo, which I showed you earlier, there was flashes of superstars like standing in front of the Raw logo. One of them was Cody. Cody is SmackDown. Gunther is Raw. There's talk of them switching the titles again, which we have done several times in the course of whatever. But that's something I did want to bring up. There is some talk that they are moving some wrestlers around. Oh, where did I put that list? Cody moving back to Raw. Oh, the OG Bloodline is rumored to be going to Raw, which we've kind of said before. I've kind of brought it up. They're going to have two different... Because they're not going to be able to exist on the same brand. You're going to have... Whether they join forces and become like one bloodline...
I don't see that happening.
No. I don't mean that as in... Yeah, but the only way that they can technically dominate is to divide. And conquer, and then they're both kind of still the bloodline, but they're both separate kind of thing.
Which... Oh, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Oh, you have a whole issue with Roman. I kind of see. I see your point 100%.
Okay, no. Here's my fucking problem with this little bitch, and I would call that too. I mean, he's probably a great guy. Whatever.
He is. From everything I've seen, he's.
Point being, in terms of WWE storyline, this guy goes out there for nearly over 3 years as Universal Champion, not because he's a great wrestler. Which he's a great wrestler.
1,000 something days.
1,360.
31 defenses.
Yeah. Defends his title less than once a month. And he's always got the backing of, at least...
bloodline.
Yeah, the bloodline. Like 3 or 4 other motherfuckers out there helping him. And then, after he loses his title at WrestleMania, gets embarrassed, he comes back. And he acts like he's still the most dominant force in the WWE when he's not shit.
I think your big moment was when he talked to Punk.
Yeah, like he wanted to go in there and talk to CM Punk like, oh, I don't like your attitude. I don't like blah, blah, blah. Like, bitch, who are you? You're nobody. You don't have a bloodline. You don't have a belt around your waist. You don't have a goddamn thing to your name. You're just some dude now. Get the fuck over yourself. The only reason your original bloodline is even with you again is because Solo Sikoa is out here being a dick rider, trying to redo what you already did, and is failing miserably at it. That's the only reason. If Solo Sikoa wasn't out here trying to run SmackDown with a new bloodline, you would have come back and had nobody. You would have been completely on your own. The only reason that you even have a bloodline now is because they told you, hey, this isn't a bloodline anymore. You're not our boss. You're not our leader. You're not our tribal chief. We're equals. Or at least Jay did.
All of them did.
I thought it was only Jay, because Jimmy was still acting like his little lapdog.
Well, yeah, but I think that's something they all kind of just
did.
And
he's still trying to act like he's in charge, though, which is insane to me. Like, get over yourself, bro. You're not him anymore. You were never him to begin with. You just had a bunch of lapdogs helping you, but that's besides the point. You know, at least Gunther, he's out there on his own whooping everybody's ass. Anyway.
Yeah, and like you said, he has won more matches fairly. Again, it goes back to a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, maybe more, when Kaiser came out there and started trying to help him. He literally is like, I don't need or want your help.
Mm-hmm. And when Finn Balor intervened in him and Damien's second match, he went out in there and kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah,
it was glorious. I wish I could just, you know what? I might just get like a replay of that on YouTube and just like watch it as I fall asleep because it was beautiful.
and that to me is another thing. Because 99% of heels have to have somebody help them.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther.
Nia Jax, Liv Morgan.
Look at Gunther.
Yeah.
He is the exception. That is one reason why I truly like Gunther.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like his disrespect to the crowd. But he's a legit... If there is a ring general...
It's him.
It's him. Like, legit.
I mean, like we've said, he's only been pinned twice in his entire, at least in his WWE career. I don't know about NXT.
In his Raw or SmackDown, whatever. Raw and SmackDown, because I think he moved.
Yeah, I don't know about NXT or anything before that. But
they're saying he's only been pinned twice.
Yeah. He's a monster in that ring.
But like I said, if there is a ring general, it is 100% him.
Oh! Mm-hmm. No, that was SmackDown too. Damn it!
Go ahead.
I want my boy. It was so fucking funny. Carmelo Hayes coming out there. I'll walk through anyone you send to me, and then that music hits, and you see. Oh shit! There we go.
We're professionals.
Yeah, beautiful professionals, guys. Anyway, you saw the the life drained out of his face. It was amazing.
And I don't take any offense. He's a black guy and he went white.
Oh yeah,
he was white.
I mean, he was literally like up against the ring post, like you could see the fear in his eyes.
Like, and he might be black, but every bit of color drained out of his body.
He was a pasty Irish boy in that moment. My God,
you could just see every bit of energy, every bit of color.
It was glorious.
I think there might have been a little puddle in the bottom of the ring.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, it was glorious.
Because all you hear is roar, and they're like, yes.
It was. I was geeking. I'm not gonna lie.
And for the record, I called that.
Yeah, he did. He did call that.
I called that for the record.
It was beautiful.
Before, when he said, when Carmelo went, I'll walk through anybody you send me, I was like, it's going to be Braun.
Yeah,
Braun's been rumored to be coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tafari over here was like, we'll see. And his music hit, and I was like, yes!
It was beautiful. And it was amazing during the fight when Carmelo jumps off. He jumped off the rope to try and, I don't know what the move is called, but like, you know, smack against him. He bounces off, does like a full 360, and it just sat there on the ground like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It was amazing. And then at the very end of the match, when Braun has him up on his shoulder, he's flailing, kicking his feet, and it doesn't matter. Boom, 1, 2, 3, it's done.
Another Braun Strowman squash match for somebody who opened their mouth and inserted both feet in arms and legs, probably all the way up to their neck.
Mm-hmm. It was glorious. It was amazing.
He like contorted his own body to fit into his throat. Because he was just ahead by the time he was done, just kind of laying on the concrete.
Like, what's that old saying of the serpent that, like, eats itself? The Baba...
I know what you're talking about.
We're great at names, everybody, if you couldn't tell.
I believe it's Nordic folklore.
Yeah.
Isn't it Nordic?
Not
like
the
Viking?
Not the basilisk.
No, that's like the serpent snake.
I'm not talking about the world serpent.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know about the world serpent, but no, there's like Ouroboros, I think.
I don't know if I...
Or Ouroboros, I don't fucking...
Anyway, okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Here's the thing. We tend to get off subject a lot.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell.
Oh,
hey! Oh, hi, Shauna.
Sis!
How you doing?
Like I said, we tend to get off subject a lot.
Yeah.
We're thinking about just doing, maybe once a month, some of our randomness that we wind up talking about.
Yeah.
Seeing what comes up, because we get in some interesting conversations around here. Like, we'll go from comic books to wrestling to...
That's good. Hope y'all have a good time.
Yeah, I told them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pull that up on... I'm not going to say that on stream, but yeah, I did tell them.
No.
That's none of their business. But yeah, we're thinking about doing just like a random thing. There is a couple more things I wanted to bring up real quick before we kind of end it, and we only running like an hour.
Yeah.
But I wanted to set a 2-hour window just to kind of see what was coming up, and if somebody jumped in and wanted to... Which we got 4.
No. I don't know who the 4th one is, but... If you want to say something, hello. Yeah, Cecil's a good boy.
Yeah, there's the Cecil. Like I said,
he's hiding now.
We brought him out earlier. He was jumping back and forth between all 3 of us. So.
No. He's a good boy. Anyway, what do you want to say?
There is rumors Charlotte's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
There's also talk of the LA Knight moving to Raw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me of I know it's another SmackDown thing, but the thing they did with Shinsuke Nakamura, that was phenomenal.
Not refresh my memory, but what are you talking about?
When LA Knight and Andrade came down there, and then the Bloodline jumped in.
Oh,
and
that was what, like a week or two ago. Wasn't
yeah,
it?
like, it was. I think it was Friday.
Was it Friday?
It might have been the week before. I don't remember.
It might have been Friday. I think it was the week before, though.
You're right. It was the week before. But anyway, where he like, bites his lip or whatever, and then you see the
like green goo.
yeah, like the mist drooling out of him, like a snake bearing its fangs or whatever. That was. I'm not a big Shinsuke fan, but that was some good shit.
Definitely some good writing.
Oh yeah. It definitely plays into who he is.
All right, anything you want to bring up? Don't just sit there and nod your head. Anyway, he doesn't talk very much.
Yeah.
We got to kind of smack him around a little bit.
You got anything you want to say?
If that dog starts talking, I'm running.
I'm not. I'll be a billionaire.
No, the fuck you're not. You realize what they would do to this poor dog? I'd kill you.
Oh, wait, hold on. What? Oh, never mind.
Are we talking dog with a blog here?
That's the current one, but there used to be, see, this is our problem. This is my whole problem, okay? I get sidetracked, like, constantly. If you watch anything I do, it is... I barely stay on focus. Anyway, there was a kid's show that used to be on, like, Channel 9.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if Channel 9 exists anymore, the public broadcasting system. But anyway, because I know, like, some of the shows moved to, like, other channels and whatever. Like, Sesame Street, I think, is now owned by, like, HBO or whatever. But anyway, irrelevant. There used to be a show on there called Martha Speaks.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember the story correctly, they fed her a bowl of alphabet soup. And suddenly, the dog was able to talk. I don't know why she was fed a bowl of alphabet soup, but the dog started talking.
We're gonna have to get some alphabet soup. That's what I'm saying. Do you like soup, buddy? We're gonna get you some soup. If this dog starts talking, that would make our lives infinitely fucking easier.
Really?
Yes! Because then whenever he's going out there being a crackhead, chasing down Joe Blow down the road just for walking down the street the wrong way, I can be like...
We'll be able to know what he says?
Yeah, I'd be like, Cecil, what the fuck are you doing?
And then Lowe leaves his head on Kyle's lap.
You're such a good boy.
But anyway, yeah, we'll try to do this for another 5 minutes, just some normal bull, and we'll call it an hour. But yeah, if you're in here and you like what we're doing, care what we're doing, more than willing to jump in. What is that?
A pair of eyeballs, I think? I don't fucking know. It's Shauna. Don't pay any attention. She's... Yeah.
I love her. She's a beautiful disaster.
I mean, yeah, that is her username.
Yes, they are eyes. Okay. Yeah, guys, if you see my sis in here, she's beautiful disaster. She is my bestest friend in the whole world.
Her username tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's a disaster, but she's beautiful in her own right.
100%.
Oh, and just so you know, I'm ready for next time you come over. Hang on. I have it right here, actually.
You showed her, I think.
Oh, yeah, she knows.
That's a whole nother thing, guys. We have so much fun.
Yeah.
She started this war with Nerf guns, and we kind of got into that. But
we've just been escalating.
Yeah.
You're gonna get me? Okay, we'll see about that.
And there is a... I don't know if I'm gonna stream about it. We might do a quick pop-up stream. Yeah, we love you too, sis. We might do a quick pop-up stream if there's anything of any importance when the Wednesday thing drops for the whole Netflix thing. We'll probably watch it and might do one like Thursday. pop-up one just to kind of see what it was, but I don't think it's going to be too long because I don't
No.
think it's really going to be anything major, just kind of an overlook of some of the things that are going on.
No.
I'm going to get you, Kyle. I don't know. You better have a big Nerf gun because that's all I'm going to say because
I got 72 rounds waiting for you. Whenever you froggy enough.
here's the thing. See, she would come in and with the Nerf gun and start shooting at us. Bring it on. Okay.
Okay. Just remember, you asked for it.
So we decided in the three of us, in our wisdom here, we're going to go get Nerf guns and fight back. Well, we didn't want the little, I got a shoe too. We all have shoes.
What's a shoe going to do?
What is... Anyway.
My eyes.
I don't know.
Shut up. I'm going to kick you.
Are you sure you
Anyway,
can get your foot that high?
I'll wait till she's asleep.
If she ever goes to sleep.
I don't think she does. I think she's done sleeping. Anyway. I know what you did last night. Was I do a lot of stuff, but you're not supposed to. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we're way off subject, and I said we're gonna try to
Squirrel.
I'm not the one doing it. It's her.
Yeah, we got 1 minute left. What you got to say?
What I'm gonna say is, we're probably gonna try to do these a little more regular. Maybe if you watch this later, liked our kind of stuff, I would love to get you in here. We're probably gonna go and do another one for sure
Saturday.
I think we're shooting for. You're gonna stream your game probably around 3 to 5, and then we'll go 7 to 9 again on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we got a 2-hour window we're shooting at. If we can only do an hour, we'll do an hour. If it winds up being more, give or take.
Yep.
This isn't rocket science. We're not trying to set a time, but it makes us set a time.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Are we?
Up and jerking.
Okay, we're fine, I think. Anyway, continue on.
So like I said, if you want to join us next time, it'll be Saturday for sure. We will still have our games, at least for right now. We're going to probably wind up doing Tuesdays. If y'all want us to watch like NXT, feel free to... What time Saturday? Our normal time, 7 to 9, is what we're planning on doing. Because we're figuring that's the time most people are probably at home, chilling out, watching. Yeah, I'll always be on Saturday. Tafari's going to do his normal PC stuff like 3 to 5. We'll have a 2-hour break. And then we'll all get on and talk about SmackDown. When there is special stuff, we'll kind of figure out how we're going to do that 100%. Mm-hmm. But we'll let you guys know kind of where that falls. Hopefully we can get this potato head back here to chime in next time.
No, Warframe Sundays.
Warframe is Sundays. That's another thing too. If anybody watches this, I finally got to where, yeah, sis, you need to get caught up so you can join me in game. If nothing else, we can, what's the word I'm looking for? We can play some basic missions, if nothing else, on stream. I do need to do some other stuff. Yeah, you know, but you ain't doing nothing. Anyway, I'm yelling at her through a screen, and she's texting, so this ain't doing me no good because they're not going to know what I'm screaming. But anyway, point being, we're going to do probably the pay-per-views, try to do them like Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do that. We'll find a gap or a window in there. Somehow, if we got to do a day Sunday stream every once a month. But yeah, this is something that we're working on. And if you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. If there's something you want to see, we're gonna throw a couple other things in here for like some podcasts. We're thinking about doing some movies. I know Tafari and me were talking about rewatching She-Hulk. We're gonna do it. He is not a fan. I was okay with it. It wasn't horrifying, but it wasn't fantastic either. But here's the thing: we're gonna watch it episode by episode. We're both gonna go in with a 100% open mind.
I'm kidding.
And watch episode by episode and talk, even if it's a 10-minute episode or whatever, just our reactions to that episode, how we think about it. That way, we have our own reaction to it. If y'all want to see more of something, feel free to let us know.
Actually, that's a great point.
What?
Because I know that you can't just, like, go on and watch things on Twitch because of, like, copyright and whatever. But also that one guy does, like, drinking games where, like, he went on and he watched the entire B movie on stream. Actually, I don't know if the B movie was on. I don't know how the fuck he did it. Anyway, completely irrelevant. We'll figure it out.
Well, I don't want to necessarily stream it. What I want is, like, take our little notes or whatever, like, oh, this part was fantastic. Oh, this part was horrible. This part was great. She really did good with this. She was a total B in this, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then kind of like, I don't know, a S to F tier guest type thing on episode. And we're not going to rate every episode F's, Tafari.
Pretty sure we are. I think there was one good episode, and that was like episode 7 or 8.
I know it wasn't the last episode because I remember that being, even if I was going in with a 100% open mind, which I'm going to try, that was, what's the word I'm looking for?
Train wreck, disaster,
shit show.
Yeah. Anyway, guys.
I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Yeah. We're at 105. Yeah.
So if you're watching, you know, follow us here on Twitch. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join us on Discord if you want to hop in here and talk with us some other time whenever we do one of these again.
Which, like I said, we're definitely gonna try to do at least for a couple months the Tuesday, Saturday. For WWE Raw and WWE SmackDown.
Yep.
We might start throwing in like once a week, once a month, kind of seeing where it's going to go. Our,
Doritos sound really good.
Yeah, stop.
Anyway, guys.
We are going to start throwing in maybe some comic books, maybe some movies. Tafari and me and Knight Rider back here can jump in if he wants more watching the like She-Hulks, and of course he's not going to know too much about the backlog of like She-Hulk, which might actually be a great idea. You're joining us. We're pulling you into it.
Okay.
The reason is because he doesn't know a lot of history of the comic book, so a fresh take.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, I might even have you lead that one. I know you're scared on that one, but we'll work through it.
Huh?
Exactly.
What?
Well, because I want the fresh look, and you not knowing any of the back stuff, and Kyle and me having read the comics, and me knowing a little bit of her history from years ago reading, and Kyle reading the current run.
Yeah.
I think a fresh look.
Yeah.
Like, I have no perceived notion of what his blinders are literally already on.
Yeah.
We have to put them on. His are already on.
Yeah.
So that might be great to throw him into the mix and get that fresh take. But don't follow what we say.
Mm-hmm.
I want you as not a comic book reader, as what's the word I'm looking for? Just a watcher of like the films. You know, a fresh view of somebody who doesn't know the backlog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing some movies and stuff like that, and maybe I'll just do some of those kind of my reactions to those. We'll come in here. Maybe me and you can watch a couple movies. There is some horror films that I've been looking at. I've gone down a whole rabbit hole today of like Wizard of Oz type movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they were based on Oz at all, which I found some that are very, 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 very loosely based on Oz.
Really?
As in like a girl following a road, and when they get to the end of the road, everything disappears. Type thing. It's called Yellow Brick Road. It's a horror film, kind of in the vein of Blair Witch Project, but it's not a found footage. So yeah, there's that, but that's a whole journey I'm still kind of working towards.
No, but anyway, guys.
Anyway, not this is the randomness that I usually pull.
But anyway, if you're watching, follow us on Twitch, join us on Discord, subscribe to the YouTube channel. But aside from that, I think we're done here.
Bye.